website. I will take you to it now. Anything to do with the BUCS individuals, league fixtures, I'll show you it here. League fixtures, past results, any events that's going on will always be updated on the BUCS website. It's a great source of information. So as you can see here, we have the BUCS individuals coming up. So any dates that we have in for sure will be updated here. Gives you some dates for leagues and knockouts for 2021-22 season. Information for the university internal competitions. But you can also get information such as the rules and regs. So if you're having issues during matches, the rules and regulations are on this website also. So it's a great source of information and will become your best friend during the season. So any information will always be updated here. So just to give you a bit of an overview onto the BUCS leagues. Sorry, my computer has just frozen on me. Here we go. So just give a bit of an overview. The matches are played every single Wednesday. They can compete in the national and regional leagues. Now, depending how you do, you can be promoted or relegated. For example, if you're at the top of the league, you then can be promoted, but bottom of the league, you will be relegated. They play in 2 terms, so October to November and February to April. Now, this is the teams, and obviously you have the other leagues going on also, but this is the main BUCS teams events. So just to show you a little bit what it looks like, this is what the general example of the league structure. As you can see, the dome at the top here. I think this was a couple of seasons ago, top here, and then you've got the Western, Midlands, Northern, Scottish 1A. So there's lots of different leagues, lots of different teams, but this is how it generically looks. So when you start playing, this is what it looked like. So alongside you have the BUCS leagues. We also have the development leagues, which has also been touched on a little bit already. So these are free. And they're for non-BUCS team level. You have 4 players, similar to the to replicate the BUCS season. So you have 4 singles and 2 doubles. And I'll just show you here. You enter online. Get my screen up for you. Oh, I think this isn't working. Oh, here we go. So you'll enter online just through an online entry form. And it is student run and for students. So just remember that. So it is for students and run by students. So you just enter in here, really easy, but you will need to enter by the 3rd of October. So you haven't got as much time, so start getting things together if you want people to enter. You will have to have an LTA membership, which is very easy. The link is on here, which I will send out, but I'll also show you it here. And you'll need a rating. So this is what the link will take you to. And this is how you apply for an LTA rating. All members will need to have this when competing. It's very simple. And as you can see, you're just filling out this form here. So again, this is aimed at people who aren't playing in BUCS at the moment. And then, yeah. So like I said, it happens between October and March. Fixtures will be sent to team captains the week beginning the 11th of October. You have home and away fixtures, which will be scheduled. You can kind of schedule them when you want. You can, for example, you can have them in clusters, reduce staff time and transport, or COVID dependent, hopefully. But like I said, you must have an LTA membership, which is free on the links here, but you must enter online. So this is the Development League. And then we move on to the BUCS individuals, which is an individual competition, which we've just recently had actually. There are 5 qualification locations, so Southeastern, Western, Scotland, Midlands and Northern. Now after you play the qualifier, you can then qualify through to the main draw, which this year is actually going to be in Loughborough. Last year was at Nottingham. Now this is predominantly always indoor. Last year we did have outdoor due to COVID. All the students enter via BUCS Play, which again I will touch on later. Qualification runs through February to March and the finals in April. So like I said, if you're ever trying to find information about the BUCS individuals, then you just pop to the BUCS website, like I showed earlier, and all the information will be there. It's open to absolutely anybody, so anybody can enter no matter what the level. There's previously up to 350 participants, regional events of 75 men and women total. All institutions have one guaranteed entry, and then all the rest are based on acceptance of like ratings and rankings and draw sizes. We do have a handful who go straight to the main draw because they're just that higher level, so they don't need to qualify, but the majority do need to qualify. I have a quick, oh no, it's also for BUCS points, so I forgot to mention, it's also for BUCS points, so you are competing for your university, even though it is an individual competition, you are competing for those BUCS points. I have a quick video to show you. Hopefully the sound works, if not we might just have to listen to it without sound. But this was last year's, where we held also the first wheelchair championships alongside it. So hoping to do that again next year. So I'll just give you a quick video and then hopefully this works.
Really pleased with the whole tournament. She played well right through, particularly in the final, returned really well. Tough conditions, but yeah, really pleased with how I played.
The match was really good, played quite well, quite windy obviously, which means when throwing the ball up on the ball toss it moves it around.
I've not had any competitions for 2 years and it's nothing to drive for, and it's finally something to drive for again.
It feels amazing. After having not played BUCS for so long now, it just feels amazing to be back out and to get the title.
So apologies if the sound didn't work, my computer's being super slow today, but that's just a bit of an overview of the event which we had last year. It's a great event. We have spectators coming, we have coaches coming to watch, family members coming to watch. It's got a great atmosphere and everyone is welcome to come watch and join in and support. So that was last year's. Moving on to the so I've touched on this earlier, BUCS Play. BUCS Play will become your best friend during the season. It's how you enter events, it's how you show fixtures. I'll just show you now quickly. Let's get this up. So here you can see you've got all, this is BUCS Play, and then you'll click into your tennis 21-22 season. You will have to make an account, just use your student account, that's absolutely fine. If you click into your 21-22 season, if my computer works, it should come up, yeah. So as you can see here, you've got all the different teams, you can view all the different fixtures, leagues, find out who won in previous years, you can find out match times. If you're a captain, you'll be updating fixtures, so maybe have a bit more of a role in using BUCS Play. But yeah, like I said, this will become your best friend. It can become quite difficult to navigate to begin with, but once you start using it more, you will get used to it. We do have a webinar, which will be like an informative webinar on how to use BUCS Play. Here's the link here. I will send this out. Here's the link here, and this will be on September the 27th, and will be, I would highly recommend everyone going on to that webinar, because it will just literally tell you how to use it, you need to sign up for, how to use it, and everything you need to know with BUCS Play. So yeah. So after BUCS Play. Okay, so moving on to external competitions. So it's always good to keep the level of play up during Christmas and summer, but then also we know to have a rest. There's so much competition going around for any level, from one-day tournaments to British tours, just completely depending on your schedule and level. There's something for everyone. So if you click on the on this link here, it will take you to the tournament software, which I will show you now. Hopefully everyone can see. So here you can search for the tournament you wanted to play. If you want to just do a one-day tournament, it can show you the one-day tournaments coming up. There's plenty, depending where you live, whether you're in Scotland, Wales, London, Liverpool. There's something for everyone, depending how far you want to travel. So I'd really recommend this, especially if you really are trying to, you may be really trying to get into those BUCS teams, but you may be just not at that level just yet. getting some competition practice during the summer or Christmas times. Great way to use these external competitions for that. And then, so quickly moving on to the internal competitions. So you can run internal competitions, which we highly recommend. It's a great way to get to know everybody, get to other members. It provides competitive opportunities, brings the club together. Teams can mix with one another, and it can also attract new players. So they can be run in a range of different formats. There's some links here which will be sent out, and it's pretty much just how to run a tennis tournament if you've never run one before. Now, this will be touched on later regarding like a competition organisers group, workforce development. But if you are part of this group, you'll be asked to run sort of match plays. Now, these are some different ideas of tournaments you can run. So you've got match plays, box leagues, time tennis, round robins, charity events, unified tennis, which I've touched on earlier, Davis Cup style, knockout draws. You really can completely make it your own. Just make sure that you are, including everyone. Don't just include something for the higher level players or just the development league. Try and mix everyone together, but whilst also keeping it fair. You don't want to have your number one ranked player playing against someone who maybe is just learning, so it's just not going to be very encouraging for both players really. So just make sure you are including everyone. But like I said, it'll be touched on later with the competition organisers group. You'll be asked for 3 match plays to put these on. You will be helped to run these, so don't worry. You'll get lots of information, lots of help. But yeah, it's a great way to get to know everyone, attract new people. If people just want to be involved in the social side, you can run charity events where they just turn up and pick up a racket and play and meet new people. So it'll be really fun. So from this, you can see that there's an average time it takes for a match to be played out. So when you're considering planning these tournaments, you have to take this into consideration. For example, a match tie break to 10 is 10 to 15 minutes. A 1 fast 4 set is 20 to 30. 2 fast 4 sets plus a match tie break, 60 minutes. A full set up to 40. 2 tie break sets plus the tie break, 75, and then best of 3 tie break sets is 75 to 90. So you've got to remember your court time, your budget. So it might be worth, for example, if haven't got much court time or much budget, it's best to do maybe just 1 fast 4 set, depending what type of event you're going to do. Keep it quick, keep it simple. But if you feel like, no, you want to put on a proper tournament for maybe the higher levels, you could do the 2 tiebreak sets plus a match tiebreak. But then you also have box leagues, as you can see below. So this you can everyone plays everyone at different times, different dates. You can make it your own really. So yeah, so these are different content, different budget. Really try and include everyone. We want to make competition accessible for every single person, no matter age or ability. So yeah. And then that was the end of our BUCS leagues and structures. But if anybody has any questions, fire away.